In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to release the tight calf muscles. The calf muscles are part of the superficial backline, which starts underneath the bottom of the foot and wraps around and covers the backside of the body all the way until your brow bones. When segments of the superficial backline are tight, they cause pain and dysfunction in the body. So, for example, if your calf muscles are tight, they can cause plantar fasciitis, they can cause Achilles tendonitis, in general pain in the foot and in the ankle, and they also greatly affect the health of your knees. So it's a really good idea to work on your calves and release the tightness in them, just to avoid or eliminate those injuries and pain. There are different ways to release the calf muscles. I teach my clients sometimes to use a tennis ball, sometimes we use a foam roller, other times we use a handheld massage stick. Today I'm going to teach you how to use the foam roller. So what you want to do is just place your lower leg on the foam roller, place your other foot next to you on the floor. And you actually have to apply a little pressure, so press your leg into the foam roller. Don't just let your leg rest on the roller feather-like, because then that way you're not going to get a lot of release. Try and press your calf a little bit into the roller and roll it back and forth. You don't have to cover the entire length of the calf muscle. First, just work on the lower half. And as I'm rolling back and forth and as I'm pressing my calf into the roller, when I find a good spot where my calf is really tender, I take a little break and I'm going to move my leg sideways on the roller just to massage out, just to rub away that tender spot. Then I'm going to turn out my lower leg and I do the same thing. I just roll it back and forth, giving it a nice release, a nice massage. When I find a good spot that's tender, I pause and I rub my leg against the foam roller. And the last thing you want to do is rotate your leg inwards. Make sure you're not torquing your knee. It's not just the lower leg, it's the entire leg, initiated from the hip crease, that you're rotating inwards. And just roll the roller back and forth. Give your lower calf a nice release. Same thing, if you find a nice tender spot, take a little break and just rub your leg, move it sideways to massage those tender areas away. And of course we don't want to neglect the upper half of the calf, so I'm just going to move the roller up there and I use the same technique. I move back and forth and I press my calf in the roller just to get a little bit more pressure, a little bit more release. And there I found a good tender spot. I'm going to rub it in the roller. Good. Then I'm going to turn out my leg and using the same technique, I roll back and forth. As you can tell, I'm not lifting my hip from the table. I'm staying seated. I just bend and straighten my knee as I do that. Of course, it's an option to lift the hips, but it requires a little bit more strength in the arms and the shoulders. If it's too much for you, stay seated on your yoga mat. Then I'm going to turn my leg inwards and I'm pressing it against the foam roller to get a good release. I found a nice tender spot. I'm moving my leg sideways. And of course you want to do this on both sides.